Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's after a long time. So the topic of our today's video is extempore speech. So I'm going to share the steps that I use for my speeches and it has proved to be a success. So let's check it out. The first step we are going to do is choosing the perfect topic. Of course, in extempores, you are not provided with the topic. But if you are participating in a program organized by a certain organization, they are going to provide you certain hints. So the hint I was given was space technology in relation with the topic of the World Space Week. So what I did was I browsed for different topics under space technology and women in space, which is the topic of the World Space Week, and I listed out certain points for each of the topic that I browsed out. So this is how I completed this step, and you can also do one more thing, that is search in which field the organization is operating at, and it is also going to help you a lot. The second step is browsing out the important points in the past as well as in the present of the different elements in the topic that you have already searched. The thing that I did in this step is search the significant milestones in space technology like the Hubble Space Telescope, and I also searched about certain events in history in which women played predominant part in space technology. So I listed the different points in this as I did in the first step too. So the step 3 is perfect alignment. In the first two steps, I was searching about space technology as I said before. So in this step, I'm going to arrange that. So I did it in a chronological order. I've been searching about the applications of space technology, and for you to understand it better, I'm going to provide the first part of my speech for it. Actually, the first part of the body of the speech. So it is going to be like this. From Valentina Tereshkova to Shannon Walker. From Kalpana Chawla to Swati Mohan. So this is the line, or these two are the lines in which I started the theme of my speech. Refer to the points of chronology in this. This is going to make the speech interesting to your viewers. So the next thing that I did was I mixed the importance or the applications of space technology in between all those points that are related with chronology. So it is going to give some importance to the application of these two. So the step 4 is the interesting first line. So the first line that I gave for my speech was, 2 to 3 years before, I couldn't even imagine that people would go to space for a tour. So in this speech, I'm going to provide you with significant parts of space technology in which women played a predominant part. So this was the first line that I gave. In this first line, I talked about space technology and the important part played by women in it. So that is corresponding to the different points, and correlating them really interests your viewers upon the topic that you are going to provide. So of course, getting a catchy and an interesting first line always gathers attention from your viewers. So the step 5 is practice. So practicing does not mean that you have to by heart all those points that you have written. It is not like that. You are given some specific time to complete your speech. For me, it should not be less than 2 minutes 30 seconds and more than 3 minutes. So the judges said that I completed it in 2 minutes 45 seconds. So what I did was I was not by hearting all those points that I wrote. I just taught myself to complete what I say in the specific time allotted to me. So that is really important. You should not by heart all the sentences that you have written, but you should make yourself adjust to the specific time allotted to you. So the bonus point of this video is extra tip that I used in my speech. So in my speech, I used certain points to gather the audience attention. Whenever you give a speech, you should take it from a particular point of view or a different point of view, a different angle. This can really get attention from your audience. For example, when we speak about space technology, we always speak about the astronauts who went to space. But we should always take it from a different point if you want to stand out from the crowd. So I talked about Margaret Hamilton and Swati Mohan. So this made it appealing to the audience. So I'm going to provide you with the lines that I said about Margaret Hamilton. So what I said goes on like this. The Apollo mission was hailed by the world as one small step for man but a giant leap for mankind. But this mission would not even have been a success without the genius of NASA engineer Margaret Hamilton. And I ended my speech with these lines, which goes on like this. We always talk about astronauts and female astronauts as we speak about women in space, but we always neglect the people working behind the scenes. They deserve the same respect. So when I said about Swati Mohan, I said that she became famous because she announced a safe landing of Perseverance rover on Mars. But there are millions of people, millions of women and everybody who work behind the scenes who don't get famous because they don't announce it. But we should always give them the same respect because they are the people who work to make it a success. So these points gave me a plus point as I was taking it from a different angle. So this can always help you. But by the way, keep these points a bit secret, okay? So these are going to really help you. And let's see in the next video. I'm Meenakshi and signing off.